Hey guys, Creekside Baits here, doing a video of tube fishing in general. Jojo Bars did a video on this. I liked it. It was a good way to fish tubes. Just got some tubes in here, my wave worm tubes. The bag was just horrible, so I threw that away and just put it in a big boy bass bag with some big bite bait tubes and one power bait tube. And I'm going to show you how to fish all three of these different tubes. I fish all three of these tubes. Now, let's start off with the big bite bait tube. I like to throw this. I don't like to throw it in the winter because the sun's not really usually out. It's like right now it's raining, so this would not help at all. There'd be no sun. I'd probably be deep diving crankbaits. That's what I do in the winter when it's raining because it's extremely cold. It's like 50 degrees and the water's like 40. But I would take this during the summertime, cast it out there, shallow water, less than 2 feet next to lily pads, and just kind of jerk this around a little bit, kind of give some sporadic actions. I'm getting some scrounger head jigs unpainted. I'm gonna put them on the head of these. It's gonna look like a crankbait wobble, and the glitter is gonna show up real nice in the water. And that's gonna attract the fish. But how I fish this, I just dart it around with a jig head. I don't fish it with a Texas rig. This one from from Power Bait is I don't know what size this is. I don't know what color it is. It used to have a Power Bait scent on there, but now it has a mixture of Power Bait and the Molo Polo scent from Wave Worm. 2 hook slots on the sides, but how I fish this is I take this and I slowly fish it because it looks like a dying sunfish. I'll put a jig head right in the top, cast it out there, jig up, like 3-4 inches, and, slow retrieve. Usually gets them mad. I might want to do like one 1 foot retrieve. What I mean by the 1 foot and then a couple of inches is like how far I'm reeling it back, kind of stuff like that. And now this tube is one of the tubes I caught a 3-pound bass on. Now I fish this completely different. I don't fish this in the winter; it doesn't really work. I fish this in the winter though. They spread out really nice in the water. They spread out really nice, and what I do is I like to take it and actually basically just throw a jig head on there and jig it back. Slow retrieves, 2-3 jerks every 30 seconds. It's a slow retrieve type of thing. Now, this tube, it's a completely different story. I like to cast it out there and leave it there for 10. I cast it out, let it hit the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Jig back a foot. 1. It's a slow retrieve. That's how I caught that 3-pound bass. Threw it under a branch, cast it under a branch, and I left it there for a second, and I switched it. He just took it. He got in his throat before I even knew he had it. So it's a slow retrieve. I could dart this too. Dart it across the top of the water. Make like a Z shape, kind of walk it on top of the water, let it hit the bottom, hop it, pop it back up, Z shape. It's a really good sporadic action bait. I don't know if they're selling this lure anymore, but it's a pretty good thing. Tubes. This is the first tube I ever caught a bass on, and the only tube I really truly trust anymore. So thank you for watching. Like and subscribe. And visit all these retailers: Big Bite Baits, Power Bait, and waveworm.com. Alright.